At the story's start, the scene is set on the Iraq border, where the recent war between Iraq and America had just ended. Two American soldiers, Isaac and Matthews, were assigned to guard a vital pipeline. Their mission was to ensure it wasn't sabotaged by enemy forces. Isaac, a skilled sniper, and his partner Matthews hid in a concealed spot covered with bushes, keeping watch over the pipeline from a distance. The two soldiers stayed alert, keeping their sniper rifles ready. They had already spent 22 hours watching without rest, tension mounting as time dragged on. Isaac felt uneasy, convinced danger was near. His instincts told him the enemy might be using tricks, waiting for the perfect chance to attack. This fear came from the knowledge of a deadly sniper, Juba, who had killed many American soldiers with precise headshots. Matthews, tired of waiting, decided to move closer to inspect the pipeline. As he approached, he was met with a horrifying sight: bodies of American soldiers, each killed by a single headshot. The scene confirmed Isaac's suspicions. A skilled sniper was nearby. Before Matthews could return to safety, gunfire erupted. Bullets flew past him as he dodged and ran in a zigzag pattern to avoid being hit. He found cover behind a wall, but not before a bullet struck his leg, leaving him in severe pain. Matthews tried to radio for help, but the connection failed. Isaac, still hidden, watched everything unfold. Realizing Matthews was in trouble, he feared for his partner's life. When Matthews's radio went silent, Isaac felt a wave of sorrow. His closest friend and trusted partner might not survive. Suddenly, Isaac's radio crackled to life. A voice claiming to be from their base ordered him to stand up and face the enemy. But something felt off. The voice sounded unfamiliar, and Isaac's gut told him it was a trap. He quickly realized the voice was the enemy sniper, trying to trick him. The sniper was likely the same one who had injured Matthews and was now targeting Isaac. Remaining calm, Isaac scanned the area through his scope, searching for the enemy. He understood the sniper was skilled and used psychological tactics to distract and weaken him. The sniper's voice hinted at personal motives. Though the war was officially over, the sniper's fight hadn't ended. As Isaac held his ground, the sniper continued to manipulate him, claiming to know personal details about his life. The sniper mentioned Matthews by name, which raised Isaac's suspicion even further. Then, the enemy revealed information about Isaac's past, including his elder brother and a close friend, Din Ho Al, who had died during a mission. The sniper accused Isaac of accidentally causing Din's death, exploiting Isaac's guilt to break his spirit. The psychological attacks took a toll on Isaac, but he refused to give in. He stayed hidden, knowing that exposing himself would mean certain death. Hours passed, and Isaac's physical condition worsened. Dehydration set in after a bullet had punctured his water bottle. His throat was dry, and his body was weak from exhaustion. The sniper taunted him over the radio, mocking his suffering and telling him he wouldn't last much longer. Despite the overwhelming odds, Isaac stayed determined. He knew the fight wasn't just about survival, it was a battle of willpower and skill. The standoff between Isaac and the sniper continued a deadly game of wits, with no end in sight. Isaac clenched his fists in frustration. The sniper, once again, tried to twist the narrative. He declared that Isaac had no right to call him a terrorist, since Isaac was the one invading his country. According to the sniper, from his perspective, the Americans were the aggressors, the ones who didn't belong on this soil. These words only fueled Isaac's anger, but he kept his focus, knowing he couldn't afford to let his emotions cloud his judgment. Then, through his sniper scope, Isaac caught sight of something, a suspicious garbage dump in the distance. At first glance, it was an ordinary location, but something about it seemed off. Isaac's training kicked in, and he pieced together the clues. This wasn't just a random pile of waste, it was a cleverly chosen hiding spot. His suspicions were confirmed. He realized the sniper was no ordinary foe. This had to be Juba, the infamous sniper known for his deadly accuracy and tactical cunning. Juba's reputation had preceded him, and now Isaac knew he was up against a master of the craft. The sniper, however, didn't confirm Isaac's assumption outright. Instead, He responded with vague words, claiming there were many men named Juba and asking which one Isaac referred to. Isaac understood the game being played. Juba wasn't going to reveal his identity so easily. The conversation continued, but the tension rose. Juba warned Isaac of his gruesome intentions if Isaac were to die here. He promised to take Isaac's head as a trophy, leaving no doubt about his ruthlessness. Isaac knew he had to come up with a plan to outsmart Juba. He decided to use a decoy to draw the sniper out of hiding. He fashioned a makeshift figure by hanging his helmet and clothes on a wooden stick, positioning it to resemble a human silhouette. The hope was that Juba would fire at the decoy, revealing his exact location. Isaac carefully prepared the setup and waited, his nerves taut with anticipation. But just as he executed his plan, nature intervened. A sudden and fierce sandstorm swept through the area, reducing visibility to almost nothing. The swirling sands obscured everything, making it impossible for Isaac to see through his scope. The storm was both a curse and a blessing. It concealed Juba's position, but it also allowed Isaac to move without being seen. Seizing the opportunity, Isaac crawled toward the body of a fallen American soldier nearby. He retrieved the soldier's bag, which could provide him with additional resources. Using the bag as cover, he made his way back to the safety of the wall. His mind raced with strategies, knowing that every decision could mean the difference between life and death. The battle was far from over, but Isaac was determined to outwit the sniper and survive this deadly encounter. While Isaac hid and tried to stay alive, Juba attacked from the street. The sudden attack broke Isaac's scope, leaving him without a clear way to spot his enemy. Despite this setback, Isaac found some hope when he grabbed a water bottle and other supplies from the bag of a fallen American soldier. Parched and exhausted, he immediately drank the water to quench his thirst. As he regained some strength, Isaac realized something important. Matt was still alive. He heard Matt's voice over the radio, which revealed that Matt had been listening to everything happening between Isaac and Juba. Matt informed Isaac that Juba was hiding inside a garbage bin in front of him. He told Isaac to keep Juba distracted while he would try to get a clear shot with his rifle. However, during their conversation, they made a critical mistake. Matt forgot to keep his communication private, and Juba overheard their plan. Juba mocked Isaac, asking who he was talking to. Isaac, thinking quickly to avoid suspicion, claimed he was praying to God. But Isaac was not one to give up easily. Using a reflective surface, like a small mirror, he tried to locate Juba. Then, with all his might, he threw a knife in Juba's direction. Unfortunately, the knife missed its mark. Seizing the opportunity, Juba shot Matt in the shoulder, wounding him. Despite his injury, Matt tried to escape, running to save himself, but Juba fired again, hitting him and causing him to collapse. Juba taunted Matt, claiming he could leave if he wanted, but both knew it was a lie. Matt refused to move, realizing Juba would kill him the moment he tried to run. Juba questioned why Isaac and Matt were still in this war-torn land, long after the conflict should have ended. Isaac admitted that he couldn't go home because of the guilt he carried. He had blood on his hands and had lied to the family of a fallen comrade, telling them their loved one was killed by the enemy. The thought of facing that family haunted him, keeping him trapped in this endless cycle of war. While this intense conversation unfolded, Isaac received a call on his radio from his base. At first, he thought it was another one of Juba's tricks, but it was his captain speaking. Relief washed over him as he realized the call was real. However, before he could act, Juba hijacked the radio and pretended to be Isaac. He calmly told the base everything was fine and asked them to send a rescue team to pick him up. Isaac was stunned. This explained why no other soldiers had helped. They had come to retrieve someone, not fight. As the sound of helicopters approached, Isaac knew Juba wouldn't let anyone leave alive. He devised a final plan to kill Juba before more lives were lost. With Matt's help, he used a piece of wood and tied it to create a makeshift rope. They retrieved Matt's sniper gun and worked together to break a wall in front of them. The idea was simple: force Juba to reveal his position when he attacked. But Juba was cunning. Isaac's plan seemed to work at first, but it turned out to be a trap. Juba fired at them, but his real location remained hidden. Thinking Juba was neutralized, the soldiers boarded the helicopter to leave. Just as the helicopter took off, gunfire erupted from below. Juba was still alive. His shots hit the helicopter, killing both pilots and causing the aircraft to crash. The crash claimed the lives of everyone on board, including Issac, Matt, and the rescue team. After all the effort and pain, Issac and Matt died, leaving Juba victorious once again. As the dust settled, Juba took on the identity of an American soldier and contacted the base, pretending to be one of their own. He requested more help, setting the stage for another deadly ambush. And the story ends here.